Hello everybody, this is Juarez. Today we'll be going over the Shaman changes that have recently occurred during the MOP beta. A lot of people seem to be outraged over the totem changes. I have no idea why. For someone who has played a Shaman back in vanilla, totems sucked. It's not because that they didn't do anything, it was the fact that they were just passive buffs that you had to put down constantly. And that's a bit obnoxious. It's the same way still now. You know, if you're a shaman and you want to perform at your peak, if you're going through trash and you want to do more damage, you're dropping them totems. And especially on bosses. But, you know, bosses you can forget them, leave them, whatever. But if you're constantly moving, they're obnoxious. They're not fun. And they finally changed totems into what I've always wanted, which was you put them down when you need them. They serve a specific purpose that is for a short time, that's more helpful than the constant totem sitting around. So let's just go through the totems. And keep in mind I have no talents, and right now I am elemental. So there may be totems that I am missing, and we'll go through them, but for right now, as elemental, this is what we got. You got one water totem. You got healing stream. Plop it down. It is a smart heal that heals for about 2.5k, even though it's doing 3.5 right now. Perhaps it scales with spell power. And that's it. It's got a 30-second cooldown. It lasts for 15 seconds. This is a great totem. If you're a healer, it's more healing and it's smart. And I assume it has some scaling function more if you're a healer. If you're elemental or enhancement, you're just helping your group out. You see a bunch of damage coming. What comes to mind in DS would be a warlord. You got that phase where it's all black and damage is going everywhere. This would be a totem you pop down right during that. Oh crap, everybody's taking damage. Let me just pop down my healing stream totem. And it's going to heal for more, but it's not going to last forever. That's better in my book. I'd rather have something that has situational use rather than something that just sits around and kind of sort of heals. Alright, let's go to air totems. Now we have capacitor totem. This is a new one. It is a, I guess you could call it like a timed landmine. You pop it, it's going to sit there, build up a charge, and then it's going to stun everything around it once it blows up. So it requires a little bit of skill to use. In PvP especially. But you know, if you're good, you can just start running and you plop it and then it's like, oh crap, they're stunned behind me, look at that, and you beat the crap out of them. Grounding totem hasn't changed. It's just got a 25-second cooldown. Yeah, that's it. Hasn't done anything. This is new. Stormlash totem has a 5-minute cooldown. Powering allies within 30 yards with lightning. While empowered, ally spells and attacks will trigger bursts of electricity, dealing additional nature damage to their target. Last 10 seconds. This is a little DPS boost. I want to say it's elemental specific. That would make sense. But I am not sure. Let me just see where totems fall under. Very quick. If I could find air totems. I really hate how this book is set up, by the way. No, it looks like everybody's got it. Yeah, everybody's got it. So it's a shaman thing. Just across the board shaman thing. So let's just see how that one looks. Boom. You notice I have this. Text. You can see that little shock right there. That's the totem working. By the way, like, just from what I've noticed, elemental shamans proc constantly. Like, everything has, like, triple, quadruple procs. It's disgusting. I mean, look at this. Here, I'll just put Flame Shock on while I'm talking. You'll see how many times it procs to give me a free lava burst. Anyway, moving on. Earthbind totem is a 30-second timer. Has not changed. Hey, there's one right there. Next we have Tremor Totem. It looks like it also hasn't changed except for a minute timer. And then Earth Elemental, same deal, hasn't changed. I mean, really, you notice a lot of these have not changed, but they have some cooldowns. And you'll notice all the ones that were just like Strength of Earth is completely gone. It's not needed. So you're left with totems that actually do stuff. You won't have to drop them if you don't need them. You know, if there's no reason to have Earthbind down, why are you gonna throw it down? Fire totems, fire elemental totem is the same damn thing. Magma totem has no cooldown. So this is your, you know, AoE totem like as before. And then you also have Searing totem, which is the same as before. Where it attacks, you have flame shot. I believe at least. Or perhaps there it goes. Now it's dead. But just to give you an idea. You'll notice that like everything doubles. Like there's a double, there's a double, there's a double, there's a double with that double. I mean, you're just like constantly, there's double. That seems to be like the new elemental shaman thing. It was before, but now it's to a more extreme degree. Let's go through our talents and pick out some more shaman totems. With the bulwark totem, we have a couple totems here. We have Earth Grab, which roots everything in 10 yards. And then we have Wind Walk, granting raid members 40 yards immunity of movement impairing effects. That's not as fun. We'll grab Earth. Totemic Projections is the where if you drop, this will let you to move them. I'm sorry. This is the one that lets you move them. And you can go, oh, I have a totem over there, bring it here. And you can get pretty crafty with that. Totemic Restoration, naturally its cooldown is reduced in proportion to the lost duration up to a maximum of 50% of the full cooldown. So if your totem gets murdered real quick, you get the cooldown is reduced. This is PvP one, really good. And Bomb Knight, that's a lot of cooldowns. I mean, that just kills your cooldowns on your totems. But then that has an 8-minute cooldown. That's a lot. That's not a totem. And this is the other totem. Healing Tide totem. Summons a water totem. So we'll pick that up. Let's just check these totems out. So, I've noticed there is a warlock. It's gotta be right here. I'm gonna move. He's gotta be a prick about it. Get out of the screen. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got Healing Tide totem. This is the 3-minute cooldown. Instead of Mana Tide, you actually have a totem that heals instead. Another awesome ability if you are not. It's good for everybody. You know, if you're wanting to help. It seems like with the totems, they brought a bit of hybrid back to the shaman class. You know, even though if you're elemental or enhancement, the totems that you use can still help you out, help others out in a different role for a limited time. And I really do enjoy that change. Don't be scared to change, people. It's a good thing sometimes. Stone Bulwark totem. This is the one that gives you a bubble. And then it gives you... You get a little extra of a bubble after it breaks. You get that little green thing around you. That's neat. I thought the animation could be a little bit better than a green bubble. But that's cool. And then what else did we get? Oh, Earth Grab. That's the other one. Let's see if it grabs this thing. And it's grabbed. Yeah, it basically just keeps rooting everything. It's not like this one hasn't existed. So, well, that's about it for Elemental. Now let me just go fly to my trainer. You know what? I actually have one spec. We can pick another one. Let's pick Resto. I imagine that would have more totems than anything, because you can see right there, Spirit. Let me just take a look at the talents, actually. Oh, I really hate how this is set up. It confuses me. So let's just go Resto. Boom. Let's get our totems out. Put air on the bar. Earth on the bar. God, what are the rest of these run off to? Fire. Water. You know, you'd think I mean, I understand that they're in alphabetical order, and by the way, Spirit Link Totem, not with the rest of the totems. But you would think that they would put, like, totems next to each other. Just saying. Let's see if we have anything different. Alright, first, we have Manatide back, so that's where Manatide ran off to. You have to be rested to get it. So, you actually have 2 tides as a resto shaman. You have one to get your mana back, and you have, if you spec into it, you can one to just heal everybody. Yeah, that sounds good in my book. Same animation. No different fire ones, no different earth ones, no different wind ones. And then Spirit Link, that hasn't changed. So let me just go run over to my trainer now. And let's go take a look at what they, what enhancement gets, if anything different. And I think we could take a look while we're waiting around. I also have to remind myself where the hell the Shaman trainer is. I think I know. I think it's in the troll area. We're gonna find out. Oh, Shaman trainer's right here. Good enough. Where's the bugger? Shaman trainer. Then, wow, that took a while to load.
What brings you here?
What's to unlearn my talents? Yes, I do.
Walk with the earth.
I don't have chosen talents. Oh, that's right. You have to change your spec. That is different now.
Ancestors,
How do you do that? That may not be in yet. Interesting. I don't think it is in yet. Where you can change your... she can only train me.
How may I aid?
She can unlearn my talent.
Limbs be at
She
your
can't...
back.
I don't know what happens if... Don't crash the game when you pick dual spec. Good thing to know. Let's see here while we're waiting. Loading, loading, loading. Hopefully it lets me back in. Alright, it did. So since I can't seem to change my spec, let's just go through this and see if there's any differences. It doesn't look like there's any change in air totems. Doesn't look like there's any change in fire totems. No, those are the same. Earth totems, same bit. I doubt there's one change in water totems, which I can't seem to find. Jesus, all the way back here. And no change in water totems. So that's the gist of the changes, as you can see. There's nothing to be afraid about. This is a good change. This means that you are now balanced around without those totems being out. You know, it's not like your DPS is going to be balanced around having a Wind Fury totem out or whatever totem. And these totems now have, you know, their use. The only exceptions to the rule seem to be the 2 fire totems for Magma and Searing. I don't know what they're doing with those. But they seem to stay down permanently. That's a good thing. But yeah, so that's it for totems. Don't try to change your spec in game, or buy dual spec when you already have it. You crash it. So that is all. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you aren't scared of change anymore for shamans. And see you later.